All right, just shake and bake here. Back with the Eagle's Nest. Been out for 3 months. My PC's been down, but I've been doing a lot of work on this map. I wasn't thinking I was going to finish it, but I put so much work into it, I want to get it done. But just want to give you guys kind of a feel for what this map is going to look like and what I'm trying to do as far as the flow of the map. But basically, you're the Russians, and you're trying to take out the Eagle's Nest, which you can see I'm not quite done with yet. But down here you've come in, basically the first spawn point. And what I've done is given these kind of multiple approaches you can go to basically take the airfield. This is the first capture point, Alpha. The Germans will be spawning up here. And so basically there'll be this zone here where everybody will be meeting in the middle here to fight for. Once Alpha's captured, the Russians have some options here as far as their approach to take Bravo, which is this area right in here. This is the German outpost. And basically, they can flank up this right side. They could go up here. They could go down the airfield itself. Once they go up here, they can cross the bridge. They could come down here to the right and use these two trails here. There's an area through here they could go to come around. So there's multiple approaches to Bravo. And Germans will be back here spawning. And they've got multiple approaches. They can come down here to defend the German outpost, to include these kind of little passageways. So there should be some good areas where people kind of run into each other and some good battles here. So once Bravo's captured, German outpost, what happens is the Germans then will spawn up here, and they've got the high ground, this kind of outlook area outpost on top up here, and again multiple ways they can approach, and basically they're heading down to defend this area, which is Eagle's Nest. And the Russians, this is your final spawn, be heading up. They could take multiple approaches this way, cross these bridges up, and there's plenty of, I'm not done up here with the concealment, but there's plenty of cover to use while you're moving up. But basically what I'm hoping for is the Germans coming down, Russians coming, and basically in this area is going to be just a contested battle for the Eagle's Nest, which is not quite done, as you can see. So now let's go ahead and play the map. I'll show you what it looks like from the Russian side. All right, so let's see what it looks like actually playing the map. So I'm the Russians, and basically the scenario is you've come through this pass. You're kind of doing this secret mission to take out the Eagle's Nest, which is up there. And again, you can take any of these four kind of corridors through this area to get in here. And then here's the actual hangar right here. And you can see there's what I did. I really put a lot of kind of areas in here where people can get behind cover, and there should be some good firefights in here. And you'll see on this side that when the Germans come down, they've got an entry point here also, same as the other side of the building. So what I'm hoping is people funnel in here. There's some good firefights in here, close quarters combat. But this whole area here, as you can see below, is the airfield's a capture point. So it's pretty good size, so you could come down from this side too, and there could be some firefights on this side. But again, plenty of cover, concealment. And then basically once the Russians capture this point, again, you've got some options. So you could go straight up at Bravo, which is the German outpost, straight at it. Or you could take this route to the right, which is kind of, you know, it's darker. It's supposed to be. It's nighttime. Not much lighting over here. Add a little bit of mood music here to it. But, so this is Bravo. Again, Germans coming from the other side. hopefully there's some good choke points here. Some good firefights can happen on this bridge. And here's actually the outpost itself. Kind of a little village. Got a bunker here. Again, you know, there should be some good fighting that can happen in here. And as you can see, I put quite a bit of detail in here, including spider webs. And it's kind of different areas. I mean, you really got to look around because I've got some areas back in here, tucked back here, that unless you're really looking, you're not going to find them. But and again, kind of, you know, these back kind of areas, some concealment here. And some passageways like through here under this. I like the tall grass because, you know, kind of get in there. It kind of adds to the suspense when you're kind of snooping and pooping through the grass. Back here is the second spawn point for the Germans. So this is when they're spawning from here when they're trying to defend Bravo, which is again the German outpost. Okay, so let's start heading up to the Eagle's Nest. Now that you've captured the outpost, now the Russians need to charge up basically the mountain. Germans are already on top. They got the advantage of the high ground. Let's use this. Let's go this way. And again, I'm hoping these kind of choke points will bring people together. Here's a little kind of house up on the ridge here. Again, multiple ways you can go. Again, I like the thick kind of grass. You can kind of sneak through. You get up here. I've got some things just for fun. Here's a little catwalk kind of for the Germans to come down. But obviously you could take somebody out on there. Then you got this little footbridge. You don't want to fall down there. But basically here, you know, the Germans come from this way, Russians from here. You know, do some good fun fights here. Maybe some guys get knocked off the bridge. And then, so the Germans, again, coming from that area, they've got this perch up here. And I probably can't get us up there. I don't know if I've set the spawn protection yet for this area. I think I did. Yeah. So let me spawn back as Germans, and I'll show you what it looks like up there. I got some kind of fun stuff for the Germans on top. Alright, let's go with the Germans here. Alright, so this is their spot they're spawning from to... I got a little more work to do on it still. And they're coming down to basically defend the Eagle's Nest. But they can come up here to this high ground, which gives them some advantage, you know, of the Russians coming uphill. They got this fun little footbridge out to this spot here. I'll put a little more stuff out here. But again, another kind of high perch. They can take guys out coming down below, kind of exposed. So then I've got kind of another perch, high ground, with some protection for them, kind of like a little outpost up here. I'm going to put a little more stuff here, but, you know, just, again, getting some good attention to detail. And some high ground for them up here. And let's go down to the Eagle's Nest now. And again, when they spawn from here, they can go down straight through there. I'm going to give them at least 3 options. Here's the one to the right. I'm also going to be putting right up there a kind of like a bunker up there. They could post a MG. And again, this is going to be like the choke point here in the middle. This is where because the capture point starts about right up in here for the eagle's nest, but this is basically where the battle will converge, is along this path. And here's the actual eagle's nest right here. But the capture point starts here. So people are going to have to funnel down to this point, and it should be pretty intense. I'm not done with the inside. The outside's pretty close to being done. I'm not going to show the inside yet. I'll wait to show that. But I think it'll look pretty good. I'm looking at real images of the eagle's nest and trying to replicate it best I can. This is the first time I've done this. So, and on the back, there'll be multiple entrances. One on the top, front, sides, side of the building over here, and then on the back here, I'm going to have kind of a outlook patio, kind of with some chairs and tables. And let me show you what it looks like on the other side here, from where the Russians are coming up. They have areas that are kind of off the beaten path, kind of, you know, I've left a little darker because it's a night mission, so they're going to be a little darker, but I've got enough ambient light where you can still see it. Just, you're going to have to think twice before you shoot sometimes to make sure it's the enemy, which is real, like real combat. Got a little footbridge you can take out over here. You don't want to fall down there. But again, basically the Russians come up this area here. Whoa, whoa! Oh, you don't want to do that. All right, let's go back on the Russians here. And I think I'm going to make it up there quick enough to get, but basically get the idea. I have to finish the top, still a little more. The Alpha and Bravo I think are good, at least to get a test out there. I'm not going to have bots in it because I'm still fairly inexperienced at creating all the bot pathing and all that stuff. So I want to get it out just so we can plan a new map, test it out, and then over time I'll make some improvements based on some feedback I get. Hope you enjoyed it. Look forward to sharing the map with you guys. All right, shake out.